A viral social media post about a Maryland teacher's massive collection of objects and art is now helping preserve decades of Jewish history. The more than 200-piece collection, with some artifacts dating back over a century, is headed to the Capitol Jewish Museum in Northwest D.C. today, where staff is set to begin preserving and cataloging the items. Jacqueline Quinn has the story of a daughter using this treasure trove to help continue her late mother's legacy.
These probably came from Israel.
For Rayanne Cayley, these items represent far more than history.
It says Dor Lador.
She's uncovering a lifetime of teaching by her mother, Deborah Brody.
Judaism, our heritage, the holidays too, and she did it in more of a hands-on way.
Inside her home, more than 200 pieces of Jewish ritual items, Judaica, everything from menorahs, dreidels, and countless pieces of art collected over 40 years. And the items weren't just ceremonial. Brody used them for her Hebrew school students with special needs.
I think being one of the pioneer people in this area that did that, because really at that time no one else did.
Prep them for their
bat mitzvah, yeah.
As more families turned to her mother for prep, her house slowly transformed.
I can't imagine anything being more than 100 to 150 years old, to be honest with you. But I think it was more meaningful because, like I said, my mother used it for people to touch.
As she worked to clear out the home, Rayanne wasn't sure what to do with all this.
This isn't just a box of stuff from a storage unit, y'all.
So she turned to social media and to Nick Fox, who runs Millennial Inheritance,
The collections nobody warned you about.
an account focused on what happens when people inherit a lifetime of so-called meaningful stuff.
I need your help.
But the post quickly took off. Within days, it spread online with thousands of reactions and people tagging the Capitol Jewish Museum. At first, curator Jonathan Edelman wasn't sure it could take on such a large collection.
But I thought, for this collection, what if we didn't put it behind glass?
Instead of a traditional exhibit, the museum plans to create an interactive education space.
For her students to walk in and be able to just grab anything off the wall and learn from it, how meaningful that was. And our hope is that in this space we can recreate that feeling as best as possible.
Rayanne hopes that same feeling will reach a new generation.
And you know, when they open the collection, I mean, I know her spirit will be with us, and I'm looking down on us just like, oh my gosh, like what just happened?
Jacqueline Quinn reporting. What a great story. The collection is expected to be picked up and transported to the Capitol Jewish Museum today, where staff will begin to preserve and catalog the pieces for future educational programming.